Most DJI Mic Mini reviews are done in a quiet studio, but that's not where most of us actually work. Over the last few weeks, I've used the Mic Mini in 3 different real client situations, 2 business shoots, and a live event where I use the mic to capture guest interviews. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how the DJI Mic Mini performed, let you hear the actual audios from this particular shoots, and also help you answer the one question every filmmaker wants to know. Can you trust this tiny microphone on paid client work? The first project where we used this particular mic was a business promotional video. The second was another commercial production for a business client. And then the third one was a live event where I used the mic to do guest interviews. So these are 3 completely different situations. These 3 different situations also provided us with 3 different opportunities for this particular tiny microphone to either impress me or let me down. Which is it going to be? Let's start with the business shoots. For the first business shoot, I used the mic to record the client's talking head segments. And this particular talking head segments, there were 2 scenarios. One of the scenarios was inside the living room. The second scenario was inside the kitchen while she was cooking and talking to the camera. Now let's start from the interview style setup. One unique thing about this particular Mic Mini is that the setup was very seamless. Setup took less than 1 minute because immediately I removed the receiver from this particular casing and then removed the transmitter. Everything synced automatically, so I didn't need to worry about turning this one on and turning this one on. So all I needed to do was just connect the receiver to the camera and also check my audio to make sure that I'm getting some audio signals from it. That was all. One other advantage that this particular mic had was in terms of the placement. If you're looking at what my client is wearing here, she's wearing a round neck t-shirt, and this means that it's going to bring a lot of limitation when it comes to the mic placement. If I was using my initial mic, which was the Rode Wireless Go, the only option I would have had was to pin the mic on the actual neckline of the shirt. But with the advantage of the magnet that this particular Mic Mini has, I was able to pin the mic exactly where I want it to be, which is somewhere on the chest area, without worrying about the mic being close under the jaw. When I was placing the mic, I placed the mic inside the shirt and then the magnet outside. This also helped us to reduce the distraction that will be seen on the actual footage. But with the placement of the mic inside the shirt, will it be an advantage or a disadvantage in terms of the audio quality? Let's play this particular sample audio and then you will tell me what you think about it.
Moms and dads, let's be honest for a second. Feeding your child properly feels like a full-time job at times.
The audio you just listened to right now, you can consider it to be raw footage because I didn't do any post-production work on this except adding a little bit of noise reduction. But before I get your judgment on that, let's look at the second scenario, which was when she was cooking inside the kitchen and also talking to the camera. This one now is more of a run and gun setup because she was preparing the meals and she was also talking to the camera. So let's also play this particular sample audio and then you tell me what you think about it.
She's not interested in anything food, and the doctor said go home, get her a particular beverage.
Will you be happy delivering any of this audio to a paying client? Let me know in the comment section. The second shoot was different location, different client, different acoustics. It was a fashion shoot where the client needed to introduce her collection. Therefore, she needed to do a talking head video. But in order to make the final video more engaging, I recommend that the client deliver the script wearing different outfits. Now, the major challenge here is the fact that she's going to be changing into different outfits, which means different outfits, different design, different challenges of where to mic the client. Now, this is exactly how I mean. If you check this particular outfit, you see how I mic'd her here. Check this one, see where I placed the mic. Check this one, see where I placed the mic. In all these particular scenarios, the Mic Mini coming with a magnet came in very handy. That means the mic itself is not causing much distractions to the actual outfit, which is what we are trying to sell. Also, in all these scenarios, you will notice that the mic is placed inside the shirt and then the magnet is what we are seeing from the outside. The challenge that also came with this is the very fact that each of these outfits is made of fabrics that have different textures. So the question is, will the mic be able to pick up the client's voice even though it is inside the shirt? Let's play this particular sample audio and you let me know what you think.
The frequency collection is built on the belief that what you wear can shift how you feel and how you move through the world.
At this point, I'm starting to really trust this little thing more than I expected. But the event shoot is where things really got very interesting. The third real client project where I use this particular Mic Mini, like I told you initially, is on a live business shoot. In this situation, I use this mic mainly for the guest and red carpet interviews. If you have filmed events before, you already know how difficult audio can be. But did the Mic Mini still deliver? Let's watch these sample audios together.
I'm glad to see people like you come around, the tons of volunteers to just...
So tell me what you learned so far concerning today's event.
Concerning what Mr. Solomon said,
honestly, these results also surprised me. Now, one thing you must have noticed is the clarity. But beyond that, one other good thing I loved about this is the reliability of this particular mic. At a point during this live event, I forgot to turn off one of the transmitters we were using, and when I wanted to record again, I discovered it was already dead. But there was not much worries. All I needed to do was pick up the case, remove the second transmitter, then insert the other transmitter inside the case, and it starts charging again. So there was nothing to worry about. Where's the charger, where's the charging cable, where do I plug it, and all those things. After using the DJI Mic Mini on 3 client shoots, here are my biggest takeaways. The first thing is how tiny and lightweight the mic is. The size of this particular mic comes in very handy because you can attach it anywhere on your shirt without the weight of the mic pulling down your shirt. When I was using it for the first client's business shoot, I attached it on her during the interview, and when we finished the interview, she went to the kitchen still wearing the same mic even though we're not recording. Because of the tiny and lightweight nature of this particular mic, she didn't even notice that the mic was there. One other thing I loved about this particular mic is the easy setup. I'm not kidding here. Immediately I opened the casing, the 2 mics are already connected. So me removing the transmitter and the receiver from the casing, I'm already sure that it's connected, so that I won't have to worry about that aspect of the production. Talking about setup, I actually have a full video where I walked through setting up this particular Mic Mini with Canon cameras and some other advanced setups that you need to do on this mic. So check out that particular video here. Now, the other thing I loved about this mic is, of course, the good audio quality. This is a 24-bit audio, but the performance is beyond what the price of this particular mic is. I won't even bore you with going into details into this because you can see it for yourself that even though we didn't do any post-production per se, or this particular sample audios are played here, you can still see how clear and how high quality the audio is. No piece of gear is perfect, so let's talk about what I didn't quite like about this particular DJI Mic Mini. The first thing is, I really wish that DJI kind of played it down on how they plastered their logo everywhere on this mic. If you look at the front here, you will see the DJI logo. If you look at the back here, you see the DJI logo. When you get the magnet, you will still see the DJI logo. I would have really loved if DJI at least didn't include any of their logos, at least if it is on this particular mic, so that you'll be able to put this on the talent without worrying about the logo there. DJI, come on, we're already paying a lot of prices for this advert and the logo and all. But anyways, it's not a biggie, but why it was a concern for me is, if you look at this particular sample footage here, you see that during the time I was mounting the mic, I didn't notice that the side that has the logo was facing the camera, and you can see that that causes a bit of more distraction than the other side that doesn't have a logo on it. That's the first thing that I don't like about this mic. Now, the second thing I don't like about it is when I used it for live event, the tiny size was a bit of a disadvantage. And now this is what I mean. I have this particular mic handle which I always use when I'm filming events and doing guest interviews. When I wanted to mount the mic on this particular handle, I noticed that the mic was so tiny for how this handle was designed. So if I attach the mic this way, it doesn't hold it. The clip here was not wide enough for the space that is on the handle here to hold the mic. Look at, see how it is just falling off. So the only thing I had to do was, I now had to put the mic there, and you see what is happening. I now have to put the mic there and then immediately use the foam to cover it. All right, and even if you do that and you shake this particular mic, you can see here, you can hear that noise, right? So you can still hear that particular noise. So that's the other thing that I don't like about this particular Mic Mini. But it is not a totally deal breaker. It's still something that, you know, can be worked around. Maybe one option could be to find another mic handle that had a more narrow design, or just manage it the way that it is. So after using the DJI Mic Mini on 2 paid business shoots and 1 live event recording, would I still trust this particular mic on paid client work? The answer is an absolute yes. It's not because the mic is the newest mic, it's not because DJI sent it to me and told me to say positive things about it, but because the mic helped me do what client work demands: capture clean audio quickly and reliably. And for commercial filmmakers, videographers, content creators, and solo operators, that's what actually matters, isn't it? So the biggest compliment I can give to this particular tiny mic is this: once the shoot started, I stopped worrying about the microphone and focused on the client. And that's exactly what good gear should do. For a filmmaker or a videographer, watch this next video where I break down how to set up the DJI Mic Mini with your Canon camera, in addition to some other advanced Mic Mini setup, so that you can get professional quality audio from this particular tiny mic.